Hey, Legacy, Josh, it's good to see you. It's been a long time. I'm really looking forward to worshiping with y'all again, making music. Man, what a gift that we get to do that. You know what I'm saying? These things could like fall off, or our voices could like get polyps all over the place, and we wouldn't be able to do the things that we love. So, you know, like the Psalms say, let everything that has breath, while you've got your breath, while you've got your fingers, while you've got your pipes, man, let's use them. So it's really a gift. I'm looking forward to Sunday. So, Come Thou Long Expected Jesus, a Charles Wesley hymn, just rich with like longing and waiting for Christ. And it expresses it so well. Like I think verse 3, come to earth to taste our sadness, he whose glories knew no end. By his life he brings us gladness, our Redeemer, shepherd, friend. And hear the mystery, leaving riches without number, born within a cattle stall. He, the everlasting wonder, Christ the Lord. Christ was born, the Lord of all. So I hope you get to marvel. These lyrics are going to kind of come and go so quickly, but just marvel in the wonder and the mystery and really the paradox of this eternal Christ King being born in such a modest and meager way, but born to carry away the sin of the entire world. And so, let's get this technical details down and all the how we're doing the structure of the song so that we can really enjoy it on Sunday. So no chorus on this song. I haven't added any choruses, and this version that this guy did I think treats it well. It gives a modern flair to an old hymn and still preserves the original melody, which was well done already. So we'll do it at about quarter is 82, or eighth note being 164. So it starts with that intro. It's all in. We'll count it off. 1, 2, 3, 4. Dakka, dakka, boom. Just kind of fill in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Dakka, dakka, da, 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 da. And it has that motive in the electric guitar that's. Feet is in sins releases, let us and complicated, but confident, loud. Lead us, Jet. And then any of you, not the bass, but any supporting instruments, especially electric guitars or the keyboards, if you can play that motive, that would be really solid, and it would add to the joy of those interludes. So, double intro at the beginning. After verse 1 is a single intro, and then after verse 2, we did a double intro, and then after verse 3 is effectively a double intro, 8 bars instead of 4, and then at the end. So basically the only time there's a 4 bar is from verse 1 and 2. Everything else is 8 bars of interlude, and I'll put some scriptures up there on the screen to kind of help us marinate in that text a little bit longer. But that's it. Hark the Herald Angels Sing is in 6/8 again, and I've slowed it down from what's written there to 140, so 70, quarter 70, eighth is 140. The thing about Christmas hymns, why they can seem so difficult and like the chords change so much, just a quick word on that. The harmonies that are originally written for this song, they just move a lot. So it's like hymn style. You know, there's 4 voices, soprano, alto, tenor, bass, and the chords, they just move a lot in the original melodies. And a lot of people try to sort of reimagine them to where they like take a lot of the movement out to make it simple, but then it just kind of sounds weak. Like, for instance, if we just did like, joyful all ye nations rise, join the triumph of the skies. You miss a lot of the motion of like the tension that comes from a 1/3. Joyful all ye nations rise, join the triumph of the skies. So the good news is once you learn one verse, they're all the same. Right? Whether we do 1 verse or 5 verses, they're exactly the same. So focus on the bass movement, and it'll kind of make sense why they did it, especially when you get like the last line of every verse. Like, na, 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 na. So I don't know how else you reharmonize that without doing it the original way, without it sounding just weak. That's the one time you kind of leave the key for that 3 major. So yeah, slow it down, play through it, make sure you get the chords under your finger so that we'll all be together on it, and so it won't sound poor, and it'll be great. But we'll keep it slow enough. And here's the motive that I wanted to see if, again, the guitars and keys could pick up. For an intro. Last word on the refrain. I don't want to do 3 8 bars to reset the beat too much, so because typically it would be that. It would be glory to the newborn King. So let's do glory to the newborn King. So stretch out newborn King, and that'll keep us right on 6/8 the whole time without having to do other smaller measures. And that's it. Let's play through it. Here we go. hardwired in my brain the other way, but every time, glory to the newborn King. Okay, he has come for us. This is a hymn with an added chorus. He's come for us. I think y'all have done it already before. Obviously, it moves very little in the verse, especially in the first two lines. This should be in B, or the relative minor key of G sharp minor. So I'll fix that. It's coded wrong in Planning Center. So you got rest to merry gentlemen, and nothing it is made. So holding this, the G sharp minor. Savior was born on Christmas Day to save us all from Satan's power, and we've gone astray. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy, comfort and joy. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy. And Annalise is obviously leading this, so I'm singing harmony. And then there's only one bar on that last word of the verse before the chorus. Tidings of comfort and joy. 2, 3. He has come for us, this Jesus. And then born to give us life, we'll hold the one chord there before we go right back in after a bar to verse 2. The bridge is a bit like, even the way they recorded it was kind of ethereal and in the background. So I think the better way to do that congregationally is going to be to put some scripture on the screen. We can still sing it as is, but not expect that the congregation is just going to sing with us. It's kind of that one note over and over and over again. All the angels sing hallelujah. Oh, hallelujah. And Jesus Christ is born. All the children sing hallelujah. He is Christ the Lord. He has come for us. So that's it, and then we'll go right into Is He Worthy? I've been eager to show this song to you guys for some time, not just because I think it's a powerful song that many in the church worldwide have really enjoyed. It is an antiphonal song, so the idea that one asks a question and the other responds. This is a very ancient and long-standing practice. Think of the Psalm 22 that you guys know really well. No, I'm sorry, Psalm 24. Who may ascend the hill of the Lord? Question. Answer. He who has clean hands and a pure heart. This is a very repetitive and often used device in the Psalms that asks a question that leaves the tension and then it answers it, which is really a lot of how our lives are. We're in this tension of faith. We have God's promises. We struggle sometimes to believe it and to realize that it's more important than our circumstances. And then we hear the answer from the Lord, stay faithful, my child. Don't give up. Don't grow weary in doing good, like Galatians says. So I want you to hear that and feel that tension as you hear the question. I'll sing the question, and any that are on mics, sing the response. That's going to be what the church sings. So, do you feel the world is broken? We all say, we do. Do you feel the shadows deep? We do. Do you know that all the darkness stopped the light from getting through? We do. Anyway, and then everyone joins together and sings the chorus. Is anyone worthy? Is anyone whole? Is anyone able to break the seal and open the scroll? This is the image of Revelation when there was found those weeping in heaven because no one was worthy to open the scroll of God's judgments and also of God's promises. But Jesus alone, the Lion of Judah, is able to open them, to receive God's wrath and to be vindicated as sinless and spotless, the one who takes away the sin of the world. So that's the image, beautiful image from the Revelation dialogue that's going on in heaven. And then we'll end the Chris Tomlin way that should be attached there. He just basically says, He is he worthy, is he worthy, he is. And then we change the words to he is worthy, and then hold the four chord, he is. And then if we go back to anything, we might go, is anyone worthy, is anyone whole? Just back to the chorus kind of softly. So that's it, those two songs back to back. Here we go. He has come for us. heavy bridge. He has come for us, the Messiah. Born to give, and then we'll pick it up. Born to give us life. Big chorus. He has come for us, this Jesus. He's the hope for all mankind. He has come for us, song. It's historically the church is often sang antiphonally. It's a sort of a poetic device we get from the Psalms. Think like Psalm 24 when it says there's a question that goes out, who may ascend the hill of the Lord? And then there's an answer, he who has clean hands and a pure heart. Or whom shall I send? Who will go for us? Here I am, Lord, send me. That's the idea of living in the tension with the question, and then the answer, of course, ultimately being because of Christ, he has taken our punishment. He has fulfilled the law. He is the one who is worthy. So I want you to feel that tension when we sing this. Do you feel the world is broken? And the church responds, we do. You feel the shadows deepen? We do. But do you know that all the dark won't stop the light from getting through? It's almost a way, like there's these conversations we have within ourselves, like King David often does, like, hey, why are you downcast, O my soul? Put your hope in God. And sometimes that question and answer helps if we give ourselves to the discipline of slowing down enough to actually ask the question and to answer it. Not only do we see our true human condition, but how God has entered into it and been the one who has answered the question. Where will provision come from? My child, I have provided for you. It is enough, I provide for the birds and the sparrows of the air. How much more you, a little faith? So it can seem a bit hokey to ask a question and then to answer it, but it is a discipline, I think, of faith that would really lead us to understand our position better and as those who are dependent on God to provide. So let's jump in on it. I'll do the call, and anyone with the microphone, or even just you guys on stage, if you have the brain power, man, please feel free to sing it. It's a wonderful song. I've been eager to share with y'all for a while. Here it is. 7, I believe it is, where there's this scene in heaven. There's found a scroll that contains the judgments and the promises of God. And it says, I wept, for no one was found worthy to open the scroll. And then it said, then comes forth one like the Ancient of Days, like a Lion of the tribe of Judah. He is worthy to open the scroll and to receive its judgments. And so this is Christ, the one who is worthy to be a sacrifice for sin. There's no one else worthy in the holiness of God to stand in our place. So we're doomed. You need to get the sense of is anyone worthy? Is anyone going to speak for me? Is anyone going to rescue me? Because without that, I'm in God's presence without a hope. And then the final declaration, He is. Praise God, He is worthy. So you can't really overdo it. You can't really overstate it. So even musically, I think we need to put that tension and that worship and that praise into everything we do in this song. It's a wonderful song. Look forward